Petrol Nigeria consumes daily dropped to 30 million liters, then dramatically went up to 60 million liters. Sources. Multiple sources attributed the magical rise to renewed smuggling of the product into the neighboring countries, where the price of the product is significantly higher than it is in Nigeria. Until Tinubu removed the petrol subsidy via the 2023 inauguration day speech, the product sold for 254 naira but rose subsequently to 617 naira in Abuja and thereabouts in some parts of the country. In Lagos, where was cheapest, it sold for about 568, while it sold higher in other southwest states like Ogun, Oyo, Ondo, Osun, and Ekiti. In the north, south, and southeast, it was a different ball game, as the price of petrol skyrocketed above 615 naira, while independent market is sold above 800 naira. The quantity of petrol consumed daily in Nigeria has for a long time been a controversial issue, with many stakeholders saying it was shrouded in secrecy, especially since the quantity determined the amount to be paid as subsidy, which many people, including government officials, benefited from. According to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited (NNPCL), in the first 3 months of 2022, Nigeria recorded an average daily consumption of 64.14 million liters, while the Nigerian Mainstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority (NMDPRA) revealed in September 2022 that Nigerian average daily petrol consumption was 66.8 million liters. However, at the beginning of 2023, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the NNPC Limited, Mele Kyari, said that there was no credible data to ascertain the daily consumption of petrol in Nigeria, while also stating that there was credible data on the actual volume of petrol evacuated from the seaports. Analysts believe the figures quoted are often that high. The bulk of the market is earmarked for the local market. It's usually taken by smugglers across the borders, especially to neighboring countries, where the price of the product is very high because they don't produce oil. The smuggling of the product across borders guarantees huge profit for those involved, while subsidy also guarantees huge returns for marketers and government officials, among others in the system. But following the inauguration day pronouncement of Tinubu, subsidy is gone. Daily consumption of petrol in Nigeria, according to the sector regulator, fell significantly. Analysis of daily truck out data published by the NMDPRA revealed that petrol consumption has reduced by more than 24 million liters per day on average. The average daily consumption in May 2023 was 69.54 million liters, which fell to 49.483 million liters in June, representing a 28.3% drop. In July, this margin increased further to 34.61, the equivalent of 24.06 million liters. An average daily consumption for the month fell under 45.74 million liters. The price of petrol in neighboring Benin Republic and Cameroon immediately soared, confirming the claim that both authorities, among others, are benefiting of the Nigerian subsidy regime. Part of the reason adopted by the Nigerian government to cancel the subsidy regime is the fact that people from the cabal are using the regime to rip off the government. Nationals of neighboring towns were also. Alright, part of the ceasing adduced by the Nigerian government is to cancel the subsidy regime, with the fact that, apart from the cabal using the regime to rip off a government, nationals of neighboring were also beneficiaries. But critics say the fact that the government cannot police its borders in such a way that smuggling of petrol across the borders has stopped, it does not justify the subsidy regime that helps for Nigerians to modulate the prices of other items that they need to carry out. Nigeria land borders are huge, covering an area of 923,766 kilometers, with borders Niger in the north, Chad in the northeast, Cameroon in the east, and Benin Republic in the west. And with several footprints that led to our neighboring countries and a few official border posts, smuggling of not only petrol but also other items like Alright, and with several footprints that lead to neighboring countries and a few official border posts, smuggling of not only petrol but also other items like rice is difficult to control. Meanwhile, increases in the price of crude oil in the international markets have led to a rise in the landing cost of petrol imported into Nigeria. Reports say the current landing cost is around 1,100 naira. The implication of the landing cost of petrol was inevitably increased the subsidy margin to at least 600 naira per litre. 600 naira per litre. One of the sources familiar with the PMS importation into the country revealed that no fewer than 5 vessels, which are primed to supply petrol to Nigeria, had refused to discharge the product to NNPCL due to fear that they will not be paid cash on delivery. The insider pointed out that mounting debt had heightened the pressure on the petroleum company, which had resorted to rationing its stock and appealing to its long-term suppliers to not cut off supply. A senior official at the NNPCL, who spoke at the condition of anonymity, said the company was struggling to supply dealers due to a shortage of product at its disposal. The official lamented bulk sales of ships and trucks to the port owners have slowed down in the last 5 days due to shortage of supply. The source added that no bulk sales had taken place since Thursday, resulting in the scarcity at the downstream sector. The top official said, "I was aware that at some point in mid-August, the federal government had to come in by giving money to the NNPCL to defray some of their standing abilities and boost the confidence of the rappers. However, what was paid was about $300 million, which only helped us get some reprieve over a week before the queues fully returned," he said. Analysts said the increase in the market price of the crude oil in the international market have also pushed up the price of imported petrol in the neighboring country, thereby making the smuggling of the product from Nigeria, where it is highly subsidized, once again very attractive. Okay. It is the government and cronies that smuggle the products. Simple technology will cause smuggling. Just tracking device on every petrol trailer. Alright. If consumption was about 60 and are reduced to 45 with almost half of Nigerian vehicles of the food and make many more silent. Alright. This quantity of petrol cannot be taken to oil daily. Alright, this whole thing we can talk here. This whole what do I even call it? This whole information. Make we say as they go, because some they talk, some they cover mouth, we never know. Alright. On this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest.